Hey everybody, chat with nobody else's auto. Sunday, 7 o'clock Sunday evening, time for some Sunday night live chat. Looks like Jim's here with us already. X-rays on. Pete's here. Looks like we are connecting on Facebook as well. As always, we are live on two formats, both Facebook and YouTube. So as you see me glancing back and forth at the comments, that's what I'm doing. Obviously, if you were here last week, you know that my voice was not doing very well, and it is not any better this week. So fortunately, that's all it's been, has been just a dry throat and my voice and a cough. I haven't been congested or fever or anything like that, but I am still not over it. And I don't know how long I'm going to last tonight. I've still had a couple of pretty bad coughing fits today, so we'll see how things go. Kevin L's here with us. Big Job's on. So I'm going to kind of mix things up a little bit tonight. Lee's here from New York. Randy's on. But we're going to catch some open chat. I want to go over the raffle real quick, catch the promo, catch some badges, and maybe do a few auctions. Reason I want to get a few auctions done is I found some really cool stuff this week, and I want to start showing some of it off to you guys and start sending it to some of you for some of your collections. Magazine will probably be – I doubt we're going to make the magazine because my voice is already not doing well, so I doubt we're going to get that far. We'll just see how things go. We're just going to have to kind of play it by ear. Bill Wagman's here. Brian Dispatch is on. Yes, Brian, it is miserable here. It was like a high of like 11 or 12 today. Scott's on Facebook. Yeah, there's Chad. I'm not quite Johnny Carson, but if you guys think, I'm flattered that you guys think that, but I don't think we're quite at that level. Chris Ortiz is here. So that's kind of what we'll do. If that's cool with you guys, like I said, we'll get into some open chat. We'll knock the promo out. We'll do the badges and emblems. And I really want to show you, at least if we just do a shortened abbreviation of auctions. I found some cool stuff this week. So Big Job says, make it a shorter show and let's auction and call it a day. Well, that's kind of what I'm glad you guys like the idea too. But that's one of the things I did do this week to go ahead and get started. My good friends at Car Auction Real Estate, the guys that I do the F&E Collector Auto Auction with, about once a month, once every 6 weeks, they have a auction, which is like household estates, things like that they clean out. They usually roll them all together and have one big long day sale. They had one of those this week that had kind of been building up since it was the first one of the year. I got some super cool stuff over there. So I've got a video coming on it as well. John is here with us, 78 in San Antonio. Well, compared to the 11 or 12 here, 78 sounds great to me. Alex is on with us. Colorado Memorial made it. PFF Flyer. Glad you guys are. Yeah, we're going to have to cut it short because I can already tell I am not going to make it. But like I said, I got a bunch of cool stuff at the auction. I've got some of it. I got a few pieces of it cleaned up, mixed into the boxes for tonight. So I'd love to show some of that to you guys and get some of it on the way to you this week. But license plates, I got some killer license plates. I'm really excited about the license plates. I got like 3 or 4 boxes of toys. So I got some small toys mixed in. What else? I got some cool books, some literature type stuff. I got to look at my overall picture here because I don't ever remember it all. I got one GM clock, which I'm keeping, of course, shockingly. I'm sure that doesn't surprise anybody. But Dad went with it. Dad got some stuff, got a bunch of cans. Got a swamp cooler. I got a bullet style swamp cooler. Those are super cool. Kind of excited about that. Let's see. Mike Hams is here. Withrow's here. Mark Falcon's on. Kenny made it. Alec is on Facebook with us. So for all you guys that are just jumping on, like I said, we're probably going to do an abbreviated version tonight. And get through some open chat, do the promo, do badges, do maybe a few auction pieces because I found this cool stuff this week. I got a few pieces of it already mixed in, but I doubt we're going to get to the magazine because I just don't think my voice is going to hold in there. But like I said, Throwing Sparks is here. I got cans. I got manuals. I got license plates. I got toys. I got a swamp cooler. I got magazines. So I was excited about it. It was a good day. Like I said, I did shoot clips there. They had some cool carnival stuff, which I didn't buy, but I really wanted to buy the carnival stuff, but I had absolutely no use for it and absolutely nowhere to put it because it would have taken up so much room. But I'm going to share it with you on the video. So I will put the video together of the auction I went to Thursday. I'll show you some trailers before they got to selling and stuff like that. Plus, we got some live auction action from Thursday. So we'll be putting that. I'll be getting that put together. And like I said, over the next several weeks, I got a lot of great stuff that I guess stuff that we're absolutely going to keep that we're going to check out on Toy Tuesday. But actually, it was the auction was inside, so that was even better because it wasn't terrible Thursday, but it wasn't great. But it was inside all day, so I was good with that. There were two super cool. I'm super geeked. I got these Buick chrome polish cans that I didn't have one and Dad didn't have one, so we got, and there was two of them, so we got those. So we'll be checking some of that stuff out on Toy Tuesday, plus some of the toys that I'm going to keep, and so a lot of cool stuff coming from that auction. Like I said, I got some of it already loaded right down here for you guys. What else has been going on? Obviously, Barrett-Jackson was this week. We're going to touch on that a little bit and dive into Barrett a little bit more next week. Obviously, it just wrapped up today. Haven't really talked to many people. Haven't talked to Jim yet. Haven't talked to my buddy Phil, the guys that were there, so I can get a little more info as to what happened. I did watch a little bit of it, but I didn't watch a ton of it. Other than the Saturday night stuff, I saw a lot of reality in a lot of the pricing that I saw. I mean, it's Barrett-Jackson. There's stuff that's going to be stupid just because it is. But I saw an awful lot of cars, that sold for basically what it would cost to buy all the parts to put it together. I saw a 61 bubble top sell the other night, and it was a later car. It was a 61 Bel Air bubble top, full resto mod, full custom interior, kind of a tangerine orange over cream, LS, beautiful car. Hammered to 60 grand or 62 grand. By the time you bought the bubble top, a new LS drivetrain, and all the rest of the pieces, that was going to cost you 60 grand before you even turned a tap on it. So I started to see some reality, I guess is the best way to put it. Like I said, we'll see how it all shakes out and have more information next week. Yeah, Mark, it isn't feeling real great. So Weston Wilson's here. So after the dust clears, we'll do a little. We'll probably spend a little more time on the January auctions in Arizona next weekend when we've got a little more data to work with. So, but obviously wanted to touch on it. And Joe's Classics made it. Glad you're back. And we'll learn. We get a lot. Yeah, lots of Hudsons. Yeah, Mark's ready to go. Whoops, about knocked over the Facebook camera. Alex, Super B crossed the line at 500K. That one I didn't see. We'll give you an Auburn as well. And we'll have a little more information and get a little deeper into some of that stuff next week. What else happened this week? Obviously, I know a lot of you guys saw the 39 Cadillac video. It is alive and running. If you saw that video Friday night, after Addie and I helped and Dad got the motor and tranny sat back in the car over Christmas. My dad had one of his buddies, Jay, come over, and they started running all the wires, hooking everything up, checking everything out, and lit it up Friday afternoon. And we shot it when they did it, and the thing, boom, it clicked right off, sounded great, had oil pressure. So pretty excited about that. Drew, looking for a vintage 8-foot service bed. I don't think I've got anything. Don't have anything like that at all right now, Drew. Yep, that's right, Tweedledee. It had been a part. The receipts that we found in the file box in the car from the engine overhaul were from 1981. So that's when they did the engine, and so I assume they pulled it probably in 80. And had it overhauled in 81, and it had been sitting there since probably 1980. And we had fired off last Friday for 42, 43 years. Yeah, I like that video is on YouTube. That's probably why you didn't see it. Yeah, I did repost the El Camino video today on Facebook, but the Caddy video is just on YouTube at this point. Actually, believe it or not, Throwing Sparks, the wiring harness had been replaced. He had already bought a new wiring harness for it. Al still had the tags on it from probably the early 80s, and it was all in the car. It had all been mounted to the firewall. I don't know if they did an under dash harness. I haven't looked under there, but he had got a new engine harness for it. Well, I say that. Maybe it was the original harness. I mean, that car's only got 35,000 miles on it. Maybe he just marked everything when he took it off. I don't know. But it was all beautiful. But I hadn't thought about that. With that car only having 35,000 miles, it could have been the original harness. 70s big gulp cup. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm glad a lot of you guys liked it. It's a neat old car. Like I said, we're getting close now. We'll get the radiator back in it. Hopefully, I think they had the radiator cleaned and everything as well, but I don't know that for sure. But it looks awful clean, like they had boiled it out and everything. So hopefully the radiator is good to go too. Like I said, we didn't have any leaks or anything with the car when we lit it off, which was great. Built oil pressure, so it was awesome. So of course they did prime it before we fired it, but a buildable 454. The only 454 I've got, Pete, is in that 90 Chevy crew cab truck, and I don't know a thing about it. So it was cool to hear that thing light off finally after all these years. We've had it. I think Dad bought it 3 years ago, so it was good to get her going. Yeah, I don't have any idea if the guy that built the engine probably isn't even around anymore either. That's true. Yeah, Dad was pretty excited. Hadn't even planned on buying that car. It just fell. It just fell flat at the auction, and nobody was bidding on it. So he ran in there and just stuck his hand in the air and ended up getting it. So it was pretty. And the thing is just a stunning car. Gail's here with us on Facebook. Get dressed up and go cruising around in it. So it's a cool car. They only made 15,000 Cadillacs in 1939 total of all cars. 2-doors, 4-doors, coupes, convertibles, 60 series, 61 series. Total, they only made like 15,000 Cadillacs. There are not very many 39 Cadillacs out there, period. Raymond's here with us. Schmiley 219 951's here. Brian's on with us. No, the engine, I'm sure they painted the engine when they overhauled it. So I'm sure the engine's been painted. Joe's here. Travis is on. So the car, I think, has had a little bit of touch up, but I think the car's almost completely original paint, other than a few areas that I've seen touched up, but I'm sure they painted the engine when they overhauled it. Something else kind of interesting that a lot of you guys have been asking about. I got a surprise. You guys have been asking about this for a long, long time. Not the Auburn badge. I'm going to give you an Auburn badge anyway. But I got some stuff in the mail today that I had ordered that you guys have been asking about. So yeah, be sure to check out the 39 Cadillac video if you didn't get it. If you didn't see it Friday night. And I did put info cards in that video to the other videos on that car if you want to check them out. And then hopefully soon we're going to be bringing you a full-blown running and driving, ready to go video. And that's right, Pete guessed it. Pete was one step ahead of us. We have nobody stickers now. So, yep, Pete was thinking. We actually have nobody stickers if anybody's interested. We will definitely throw a few in with the raffle winners next week, but we do have them. So we'll throw some of these in with the raffle winners. If anyone wants to order them, $2, $3, and $4 a piece. The little ones. These are like 3 1/4 by 2 3/4. These are the little ones. So basically roughly 3 by 3, I guess is the best way to put it. They're not exactly square. These are basically 3 by 3. The medium-sized ones are 4 by 5. Pure Pontiac made it. A lot of you guys are digging the stickers. Wow. I know you guys have been asking for them, but I know you guys be quite this excited about them. And the bigger ones, these are 6 by 7. So we've got basically 3 by 3, 4 by 5. Whoa, come back here. Gary's here with us. Leo's on. 3x3, 4x5, and 6x7. They're $2, $3, and $4 a piece, based on size. So they are here. I've got them. Like I said, we'll throw a few of the raffle winners next week for sure. But anybody that wants to get them, add them to any of your orders. Just put a note in there, just like you do on T-shirts or anything else like that, and we'll sure get them off to you. Dustin Frost, Matt Frost, Rocky Mountain Race Week. His brother does these. I figured I just will call him. He already had the logo from the stuff he does for Race Week, so he knocked these out for us and did a great job. So we do finally have stickers. I got a bundle of each of them. So whatever anybody wants, just let me know. We've got them here. I'm ready to go. Now, I did not get any Gray Kitty stickers. She's actually sitting clear over on top of the fridge tonight. Hey, dummy. Hey, dummy. She's sitting up there looking all regal. She's like, yeah. Perfect, Mark. Sounds good. But I figure you guys be excited. They are finally here. I thought they were kind of neat. It's kind of cool to see them in person. So did a nice job. They look good. And they're here and ready to go. Now, before we I want to go ahead and get raffle done real quick. Since we're going to do the drawing next week, I want to go through the raffle stuff. I don't want to lose my voice and then and not get to it. I want to make sure everybody knows who's in. Who did this? This logo here was done by B. Scott Studios in El Dorado, Kansas. B. Scott Studios is about as good as it gets. The guy is amazing. He's actually from this area originally. He moved to El Dorado a few years back, which is only a couple hours away from me. But he does, I think the NSRA shirts, National Street Rod Association, I think he does all their shirts. I don't think there's anybody any better than this guy when it comes to doing hot rods and car stuff. I was actually super stoked that he even agreed to do it for me because the guy is so busy and so big, but he's the best. B. Scott Studios, look him up. And he does a ton of those studios. So 2, 3, and 4 as they progress up in size. Big job. The little ones are $2, $3, and then $4. So yeah, B. Scott Studios, look him up. You see shirts from I think he does the NSRA. If you look him, they'll say by B. Scott on them. And it's pretty cool stuff. There isn't anybody any better. He's done them for years. He's done the car show shirts in my area for 40 years. He does a great job, and he did that logo for me originally. And I'm going to have him work up some new stuff too. So. But anyway, who's in on these super cool one-off Randy pieces? Now, if you remember, Randy Weininger hangs out with us on here all the time. And if you remember the story, he literally trained with the masters in our world of automotive art. He worked with both Ed Big Daddy Roth, and he also worked with Von Dutch. That's where he learned pinstriping. All 4 of these pieces, this piece over here is mine. It's staying here. All 4 of these pieces, the big sign and the 3 license plates, Randy graciously did for us one-off special pieces. These are all hand-painted, hand pinstriped. All this pinstriping is Randy's hand custom work for the raffle next week. And he even did an extra piece. I talked to him about doing them. He was going to do a sign and 2 plates. He said, you know what? We're going to do an extra plate. We're going to give 4 of them away next Sunday night. So before I lose my voice, I want to make sure I go over who got in this week. Yep, Travis, they look great in his shop or garage. And if you want one of your own, if you want one that says Travis's Garage, holler at Randy. I think he's on right now with us. He can do one for you, own your own custom work as well. This week, who got in? Norma's in. Tweedly D. Michael Glagola. Oh, and Michael, I need your address if you're on with us. I don't have your address, and I guess you got your email on here. I can email you if not, but I don't have your address for your shirt. So, but you are in the raffle. Oh, there you are. You're right there. You're on Facebook. Okay. So I got your money, but I didn't have your address for your shirt, Michael. So, but you are definitely in the raffle as of right now. Big Job jumped in this week again. Alec Blanchett. Jason Withrow. Joe's Classics. And Kenny Peterson. So those are the people that got in this week. You still have the coming. You still get in yet this week. We'll be drawing next Sunday night on the 5th for those 4 names coming out. So it's going to be pretty cool. Sticker orders get us in the Buick can. You can add it all together. But the sticker cost just basically cover the stickers is what I'm trying to do on that stuff. I tried throwing sparks. 4 happy winners on the horizon. Now, once your name comes out, you're not eligible again. So that way 4 people are going to get them. It's going to go in the order. First person, first choice, second person, second choice, which Randy has created a problem for the first and second choice. I know. Actually, probably the winner is going to be the fourth person because they're just going to have to take what they get because you can't lose. So but the first and second people are going to have to actually choose out of these 4 pieces of where to start from. So regardless, there is no way if your name comes out of the can, if you're one of the 4 winners next week, there's no way to lose. So if you want to get in, $1 a chance. Every dollar you send me $5, you're in the big Buick oil can 5 times, $10, 10 times, etc., etc. All those names I read off, plus the entries from the first 3 weeks, are all in here as of right now. I'm sure you'll see a lot of familiar names in there already in the can. And ready to go. So I wanted to go over that. I didn't want to wait till the end. I wanted to make sure we got over the people over the names of the people who jumped in this week and let everybody know you still have this following week. I will check it about 4:00 next Sunday. That way, if somebody forgot about it and wants to PayPal me, the PayPal information is in the description part of these videos, both Facebook and YouTube. So you can PayPal me. At this point, you'll still have time to send a check. If you get it in the mail tomorrow, I should still have it by Saturday to get in for the epic drawing of Randy's custom one-off pieces. So going to be an exciting week. Something I want you guys to think about. What else do you want to do on raffles? We've done several signs. This is the first time I've ever done custom one-off artwork. Thanks, Leo. I appreciate that. One thing we haven't done in a while, and I didn't know if you guys had any interest in it, is probably a year or so ago, we did like a bulk deal, kind of a mixture of license plates and badges and things like that. You guys want to do like a mixture type thing again? Do you want to do like another sign or, oil can collection? I mean, I'm just kind of throwing ideas out there of what you guys think. So be thinking about that over the next week of what you guys would like to see on the next raffle. I've got a few ideas, but I want input from you guys too as to what you guys like. Bill says some promos might be an idea. We've done those in the past. We did a promo pack 1 month. Our pick of the favorite car in the lot. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be too good. Books, manuals, and plates, badges and plates. So maybe you guys are liking the idea of a mixture again. It's like I said, it's been a while since we've done a mixture of different things. We did a promo pack. We've done a hood ornament pack. We've done things like that. But we did it once before, but it's been probably a year or better that we did just kind of a mixture of 6 or 8 different things. Oil can mixers. Well, maybe we do that. Maybe we pick a couple of oil cans. Alec likes the bundle idea, so maybe we get like a couple of oil cans, a couple of license plates, a couple of badge bundles, and roll it all together. And then maybe like we have like a smaller one, and then like give like away a license plate and a can or something for third or something. So maybe we can think of some bundle ideas like that. If you guys are cool with that, maybe that's a good idea to do for the next time. But anyway, just think about that. We'll touch base with it. We'll go over it next week, and then I'll get some more feedback from you guys, and then probably announce the new raffle the week after next. because we're probably going to run that one to the end of March, because February, obviously being a short month, it would cut it kind of tight. So that'll give us a little more time to think about it and see. I mean, there's been a lot of good feedback on doing the bundles, but we'll go over, throw a hubcap in there. Good idea, Tweedly D. Kenny likes the mixture idea. So Bill wants to do another pedal car. We did a pedal car one time. So, all those are possibilities. That's why I'm just throwing it out there. But obviously a lot of support for the bundle idea. So keep that in mind. We'll go over it again next week when hopefully we got a little more time. Because like I said, Mark says, Raffle on Great Kitty. Where'd you go, Great Kitty? She got down. I don't know where she went. I know Shayla would be upset if we raffled on Great Kitty. So anyway, Big Job says the signs were cool. The clock was cool. The pedal cars were cool. Leo just says it's all cool. So Pete wants me to give away my 74Z. No, that ain't going to happen. Numero uno is here. So anyway, let's get to the promo. Let's get to the badges and emblems, and then we'll see how we're doing. And maybe we'll knock out at least part of an auction yet tonight. Tonight's promo. I like these cars. I've got two of them, actually. Definitely from the warp era of promos. There's no doubt about it. My throat is shot, number one. We're mixing some things up tonight because my throat is shot and I have no idea how long I'm going to make it. We're going to knock out the promo, some badges, and then try to at least do a few auctions and then see how things are going from there. But we are probably going to go short tonight is what we've been talking about, number one. Eloy made it. Frank's here. But tonight's promo is the 1960 wide track Pontiac Bonneville in Sierra Copper. I've got this car in blue as well, and it looks about the same. It looks almost like a U, about like this thing does. It's still a cool car. It's not busted up. Got this one from my friend Maddie. But the bumpers aren't chipped up. Obviously 60, a very unique year for Pontiac, a 1 year only car, 1 year only front end. An old grill. John says, let's do an old grill. We've done that before too. We did a grill shell. I'd have to look around, see if I got any extras. I actually bought one at Springfield I was going to raffle off, but then I realized I didn't have that badge either. So it went into my keeper stack instead of my raffle stack. So, but that's a good idea as well. That's something else we have not done in a while that I hadn't thought about. So we'll note that down. So back of this is in good shape. The taillights are there. The rear bumper's not busted off. The glass is yellowed, as you can tell on both the windshield and the back glass. You can also see some of the warpage in the roof by the gapping on the windows. Like I said, the promo is in good shape. All original tires and wheels all the way around. Not busted up, just warped. Michael's going to do a meet and greet at the yard when it's warm. We could probably do that too. Now, there's one cool thing about this. There's a secret about this one. Just reminded Big Job here's a promo we wanted to bid on. He forgot about it. One thing that is cool about this, now if we look at the bottom of this, it talks about Pontiac's wide track. Now, that was a big marketing deal starting, I believe, in 59 as they widened their stance a little bit for a wider platform, better handling. And so they were really pushing the wide track part of Pontiac at that point. Now, when you hold this up, they wanted you to see how far out in the wheel wells these tires and wheels actually are. Now, part of the Pontiac promo mystique of this era was the way they showed you what wide track was. They actually did show you what wide track was. So there's a little lever right here that pulled the tires and wheels in and out. Wide track, non-wide track. Wide track, non-wide track. That's what they use the promo models for, to show what their wide stance meant. And it says right there, slide lever for narrow track, release for Pontiac's exclusive wide track. I don't know if you guys will be able to make out the text there or not. Slide lever for narrow track, release for Pontiac exclusive wide track right here with this lever. So, kind of an interesting piece. Like I said, I wish the thing wasn't warped because it's in such good condition otherwise. So, that actually also animated in dealer films. So, yeah, they pushed it hard back then for sure. So, a lot of you guys think that's pretty neat. It is an interesting feature. A lot of things people didn't realize that they worked into a lot of these promo models with stuff like that. Dude, at least I did the like, appreciate that. Did they revise wide track in the late 80s? That I don't remember for sure. But like I said, definitely a unique piece and pretty cool. Nice finish, nice shiny glossy finish. Undercarriage obviously just cast in there, no individual pieces. On the wide track Pontiac. Yep, there you go, number one. Number one said he wanted to see it again. Narrow track, Pontiac exclusive wide track. Narrow track, Pontiac exclusive wide track. Yep, moves all four wheels. It's kind of hard to see because I got to put my hand up here. So I'm trying to keep my hand out of the way so you guys can see the action at the same time. So there it is, the 1960 Bonneville two-door hardtop in Sierra Copper, just slightly warped, but in good shape. So I'm cool with that. I like promos, so I'll deal with a few minor flaws because I'm a promo fan. On to badges. Pre-war and post-war, like we always do, or how about a couple of these badges to keep things going? I'm sucking my water down so quick that David W. is here. Yep, it is 60 years old. That's a good point, Alex. So actually 63 years old. So you got to think about that, Alex. That's something you always got to remember when you figure the age of some of this stuff. Still not in bad shape. Badges and ornaments tonight. Yeah, give me some more water, Cat. And actually, I'm over halfway through my glass already. Usually this thing lasts me the whole episode, and I'm burning through it, so. Oh, yeah, that's super frustrating, Big Job, when you go back and look at it, and it didn't even go up anymore, and you wanted to hit it, so. Bill Wagaman, our promo and toy expert. He took one apart. It's a spring that pulls the two wheels back and forth. It's not in too bad a shape. Typical warpers for the area. Yeah, it's like I said, the other 60 that I've got looks about the same, Bill, so I knew that was pretty common warpage for that era. But as always, we're going to start off with a pre-war badge or ornament, and then we're going to roll up to a post-war piece. This first piece, the pre-war piece, actually started in pre-war, but actually was used also in 1946 as a carryover, since most 1946 models were a carryover from 41 and 42 on most manufacturers. But technically, this piece was issued in 42, so I'm going to flag it as a pre-war piece. It is a beautiful piece. It is one of my favorites, one of my all-time favorites. I always have thought this was just an amazing piece. Great color, great shape, great ornamentation. I've got two of these in my collection, and I don't want to sell either one because I love them so much. But like I said, it technically started in 42, but it was used as on a 46 as a carryover piece on the 1942 Buick. These things are amazing. This is right at the front tip of the hood. And this is a pretty good sized piece. You can see against the palm of my hand. It pretty much fills up the palm of my hand. And it's about 4 3/8 by 4 3/8, tip to tip here, tip to tip here. So a little under 4.5 square. This one has one little whammo right here in the bottom. This is all enameling. None of this is paint or plastic. This is all actual enameling in all this color. This is original chrome. This is a totally original piece. And like I said, you guys can see why this has always been one of my favorites. The 1942 also used on the 46 Buicks. Yep, that's a real badge. Yeah, it's not new because it's got a whammo right here, but all this chrome is original. The back of this thing is clean. It does still have the nuts on it. I think this one actually came with the 42 Super that I bought that was taken apart about 40 or 50 years ago and stuck in a garage. Because I did get a 42 Super a couple years ago out of the back of an old repair shop that it had been apart, I know, for at least 40 years. So I think this is the badge from that. It has been inside out of the weather for a really long time. So you can see why this is definitely one of my favorite pieces. Obviously, I'm a fan of the Buick ornamentation from this era anyway, because that's kind of what I grew up on with Dad doing Buicks. But this piece was just awesome. So there you have it. The pre-war badge for tonight, the 1942 Buick front hood badge. Now, we're going to jump up a few decades to the 70s. To a car that is kind of starting to make a little bit of a comeback. I think they're cool. Addie thinks they're cool. Even though they kind of had a black eye for a really long time. But they kind of have a little bit of their own cult following. They're kind of coming back. They were kind of a neat, they're a neat little car. You get a V8 in them even. And they were pretty stout with a little V8 in them. But probably not the best name to pick for a car when you call your new compact car the Gremlin. Yes, the AMC Gremlin badge. Produced from 1970 to 1978 by AMC. They were a unique little car. You could get a 304 V8 in them. You could get a Gremlin X package. You could even get a Levi's package with Levi's jean material for the interior. So they were a neat little car. And they're kind of starting to get a little bit of a following. This badge is 3 7/8 long. It is chrome. It is steel, or pot metal, excuse me. This was a stud mounted piece, barrel nuts on it. No, but I don't have bronchitis. I don't think I got bronchitis. I just got a dry throat and a cough. But hopefully I'm about over it. We'll see. But I thought the Gremlin badge was something kind of neat, something kind of different, something kind of cool that we hadn't thought about in a long time. So I thought we'd throw that up for tonight and take that in and think about the AMC Gremlin. Because I like them. Addie likes them. I told her one of these days we'll get a nice little Gremlin because they are kind of a neat little car. I do think they are making a little bit of a comeback. They were kind of shunned for so many years that nobody ever kept them. So seeing a good one today is kind of a cool little deal, kind of a neat, something different, something neat. Yeah, I don't feel a lot better, big job, but I wanted to get a little bit in tonight, so. Yep, I need some Hall's Mental Libs or something. Yep. Yeah, it like I said, I'm hoping it's better. Mike's mom had one; she loved it. Yeah, they weren't a bad little car. They just kind of got a bad rap. Hudson badge. But yeah, and I'm out of cough drops. Shockingly, I burned through those. I forgot to grab another bag, so. The only stuff I got here is daytime stuff, and I'm a little scared to take it going into nighttime. Yes, Bill, I did watch the entire episode. I actually did stop Wednesday night and watched the entire episode of Pioneer of Pickers on Pioneer Village, and I thought they did a very good job. I was real pleased with it. I was super excited to see that place get the exposure. A lot of you guys know I'm definitely a fan of it. I've got one more video in the can that I shot there that I haven't got up yet. Other than that, I am done with Pioneer Village videos until I can get back up there. I'd love to get back up there and shoot some more stuff. But Billy Bowman's here. Wild turkey. Yeah, maybe I need some turkey. That might help. I wonder what these are. Lemon drop. I don't know how old these are, but I'll try one. Try a lemon drop. I don't know how old it is, but maybe it'll help. Number one had a neighbor at a Grammy. She launched up her driveway at 45 miles an hour. Holy cow. Lemon tastes kind of good. Maybe that'll help. But anyway, who wants to catch a few auctions yet tonight? I got some cool stuff in here. Like I said, I got some cans, I got toys, I got books, I got plates, I got caps. I got some cool cans, but they're rougher cans. So they're not quite as expensive. If these were nice, these would be $50 cans, but they're not nice, but they're still cool. Weston, the Gremlin was more aerodynamic going backwards than forwards. I did not know that. Jason's ready for some auctions. Number one says she was a 3 screwdriver kind of lunch kind of lady. That would explain pulling in her driveway at 45 miles an hour. Well, actually, this lemon drop actually isn't bad. It kind of seems to help a little bit. I've been taking some NyQuil capsules at night, so just still hasn't kicked it yet. Let's go ahead and get a few things rolling, see what we want to do tonight, see how things go. And we'll see. We'll try to at least get a few things done. Love when you do toys, always difficult to buy from Canada. Yeah. I noticed that this week on Barrett-Jackson, when they have all the different prices, they got the bid in US dollars, then it's got like Canadian and Euro and stuff. And like we talked about on here before, you guys in Canada are such a disadvantage. Holy cow, when you looked at that on the screen and the difference is like, wow, it was brutal. Cousin badge. Let's go ahead and do a few things. We'll start off with a few small things like we usually do. Cheaper stuff to get everybody kind of seeing where the delays are at. As always, we all know there's going to be a delay. It varies depending on your device and your internet, whether you're on tablet, phone, computer, TV, and your service. Sometimes the delays can be 5 seconds. Sometimes they're 30 seconds. Vic's here with us on Facebook. So as always, what we do is I'll show you the item. We'll talk about the condition. We'll look at the dimensions. As we're doing the description, if you're interested in it, throw a bid up there so I know somebody that we've got some interest in it. And then we will, and then once we get through the description, we will put it on a timer. I would just use my cell phone. We tick along on here. I will tell you when 1 minute has passed. I will tell you when 1 minute, 30 seconds has passed. And at 2 minutes, we'll wrap it up. Highlander's here. So, as we're rolling along here, I'll give you the time breaks. We'll let you know what's going on. And as always, on the first few items, I will read all bids, even if it is not the high bid, just so you guys can kind of feel out where the delay is depending on what you're seeing on your screen. So, I'll tell you when we hit a minute. I'll tell you when we hit a minute 30, and then I'll count down as we get closer to 2. And then I'll call it sold at 2 minutes based on the high bid I see on my screens at the 2 minute mark. So, check, money order, Western Union, PayPal, friends and family, any of those are all good. If you're not sure about what's going on or how to bid or anything like that or payment, but you want to bid and you want to throw a number out there, feel free to go ahead and do that. And then you can call me tomorrow and we'll work out the payment if you're not sure how to do it. Not a big deal whatsoever. So, don't worry about that at all. If you're not sure how to pay and you want to bid Always call me tomorrow and we'll figure it out. So, non-U.S. bidders, you're welcome to play. However, you will have you have to get me paid, which is typically a wire, which is like $35. And you will have non-U.S. shipping. This thing kind of feeds itself. So if we have to spend a small fortune shipping out of the U.S., that's not fair to a lot of our normal buyers who to drain it shipping out of the country when we have for everybody else. So try another lemon drop, see if it helps any. So we'll start off with a few cheaper items, kind of get things rolling, feel it out, see what you guys think, and go from there and work into some of this other stuff. I got some neat stuff I'm excited about tonight. So we may not even do a full auction. We'll just see how things go, but excited about it. So let's get rolling. Dad's here with us. We'll start off with a can that is a little bit rougher, but it's a great can. I love this can. This one's got a little bit of surface rust. So anyway, the first piece we're going to look at tonight is this Skelly 1 pound grease can. I love these 1 pound cans. They're just such a nice display piece. The Skelly can has great colors, the blue and red. It's just this one has some surface rust across the front and on the back. It's not rusted through or anything. It just has some surface rust on it there. 4.5 inches tall, 3 1/4 inches across in diameter. It is empty. I took the top off and scraped everything out of it. So there's the first piece. If anybody's interested in the Skelly 1 pound grease can, like I said, I wish this wasn't surface rusted here, but that happens sometimes. I love the blue and red on these. X-Ray Dean at 5, starting us off at 5. So like I said, I'm going to read all the bids as soon as I see them, even if you're not high, just because I want everybody to know where they're at based on what they're seeing on the screen. Skelly 1 pound grease can, excuse me. Perfect. Tyler's going to send us a picture of his KW when he gets done. Alec at 7 over here. That's right, Travis. It is a great display piece. Let's get this thing rolling on the timer. Brian at 8. So, yeah, we'll get some pictures of that KW. That'll be super cool. We'll get pictures of Highlander's KW. Let me get my notes made here. We are live on the timer. I've got Brian at 8 on the Skelly 1 pound grease can. Alec at 9. Bill Disk at 10. So Bill Disk at 10 right now is our high bidder. As we're ticking along on this thing, coming up on the 1 minute mark, Bill Disk at 10. As we hit the 1 minute mark, this is the original cap as well. Has some surface rust and paint loss, but it does have the original cap on it also. $120 has passed. And we've hit the minute 30 mark. Alec at 11 on Facebook. X-Ray at 11, but I've already got Alec at 11 on Facebook. With 20 seconds left to go. 10. X-Ray at 12. And that does it. X-Ray got that at about 158. X-Ray at 12. All right. Good way to get started off. I got this little toy I want to throw up at you guys. Speaking of KWs, now that we're talking about KWs, I want to see if there's any interest in this. I think it's cool, but it needs front wheels. It is a Tootsie. I don't know if it's a KW or not, but it's a cool truck. I'm going to show it to you. You guys tell me what you think, whether you're interested in it or not. But it's a neat little Tootsie. It just does not have front wheels. I thought about trying to take one of the one dual off each side on the back and put it on the front, but I didn't get that far. So I thought I'd throw it up here and see if you guys were interested in it. It is a Tootsie toy brand. You can see it there on the bottom. And it's about 4 1/4 by about 1 7/8 inches. So I don't know if there's, I mean, this thing, I don't know if anybody likes this thing or not without the front wheels or not, but it was laying there in the box, so I threw it in. You guys tell me if there's any interest in this little Tootsie or not. If not, we'll throw it back in the box. Maybe we'll get some wheels on it at some point and do it at a different time. Alec's interested at 5, so we'll go ahead and do it. Let's roll with it. Alec at 5. Big job at 5, but I already had Alec at 5 over here on the little Tootsie. It's not busted up. Even the front bumper's intact. You can see both ends are still on the front bumper. So, like I said, I don't know if you can take one of these wheels off the rear or get wheels for it, but it's a neat looking little deal. Big job at 6. Mark at 10. You guys do think it's cool, just like I did, so I'm glad. Tires are $1 on eBay. Well, that answers that question. Appreciate that, number 1. Yeah, it's a cool looking truck to have a real one. Mark at 10 on the little Tootsie Semi. Alec at 12. Originally, I think it was originally green, and I think they painted it red. It was green inside. Big job at 12, but I already had Alec at 12 on Facebook. Minute 20 has passed. Alec at 12. Minute 30 has passed. $20 seconds left. Big job at 15. 10. And that does it. Big job at 15. All right, everybody kind of got a feel for how things are going. Yeah, I think that was perfectly fair. It's a neat little piece. It's not a super high dollar piece, but it's cool. Here's something we haven't done before, but I got a couple of this style of thing at the auction the other day. I've only got one of this one, but it's kind of cool, and I've got some of these in my collection. So I thought we'd go ahead and see if you guys were interested in it. Good point, number 1. Items like that build the imagination without breaking the bank. That's right. And that one, since the body's not busted up, easy to paint, get tires and wheels, make a super cool little piece out of it for a minimal amount of work. But the next piece we're going to look at, like I said, we haven't done one of these before. I've got some in my collection, but I picked up, there were a few of them in a stack I bought at the auction the other day, but there's only one of this exact one. And these are kind of neat. This is the Sinclair Lube Guide. Passenger cars and light truck specifications. This is a Sinclair station service manual, basically, for lube jobs. This basically would give you the breakdown on a particular car of what to check, what to lube. This particular page covers the 59 and 60 Edsel, as well as the 49 to 51 shoebox Fords. And this covered most common vehicles of that era. Hudson 6, Hudson 8 from the mid-50s. Plymouth. Save it for Sinclair night, yeah. GMC trucks. So covered a lot of different stuff. Had a page in the back that is loose. Make sure we tuck that bag in there. But it had all kinds of specifications. It had filter numbers. Does it cover Packards? I don't know. I'm sure it covers Packards at some point. I don't know what years. Most of the stuff is mid to late 50s, the stuff they would have been dealing with in 1960. It does cover Packard, but it is, there again, 50s era stuff. 51 on up. So kind of a neat piece. These are directly out of a Sinclair service station called the Lube Index. This was a 1960 era manual. John starting it at 10. Inside the cover, world's first motor oil that armor plates the engine with nickel. This book is not super thick. Alex at 15. It's about a half an inch thick. Mark at 15. So it's about a half inch thick. John at 20. Does it cover Nash? I bet it covers a few Nashes. Yep, there's some Nashes right there. And it gives all the points of what to check on all these different particular vehicles. It does have a little wear and tear on it, on the binder, on the spine, as you can see. But there again, it's a 63-year-old book. Check the truck section for IH. And there she is. So like I said, a lot of cool stuff in this book. No way to cover it all. Whoever wins it's going to have to spend a little time with it and study it, but it is neat. Yep, it's going to cover 59 El Camino because it's going to cover 59 Chevy. Chevrolet V8, 58 to 60 right there. So I got John at 20. Let's get this thing on the timer. On the Sinclair Lube Index Guide. John at 20, says Sinclair on the back as well. Yep, hope nobody gets any of this cough. It sucks. Ken's here. Brian at 25. And we're coming up on the 1 minute mark. I've got Brian at 25. 1 minute has passed. And we've hit the 120 mark. Frank at 25, but already had Brian. I got Alex at 28 now. John at 26, but Alex already at 28. I've got at a minute 30. Minute 30 has now passed. 20 seconds left. Alex at 28. $10. Alex at 28 is my high bidder. Just about ready to wrap this up. And that does it. Alex for 28. Mark came in at third right after that, just a hair too late. Like I said, I got a bunch of license plates too. I got some great license plates. Frank came back in at 30 there, so we've got some delay going on tonight for sure. But I've got two things. I'm going to sell them separate, but they kind of go together. But somebody may have part of this already, so I'm going to sell them separate. We'll start off with the first one is a 1959 Kansas plate. It's been up a little bit, but it's got great colors. It is a truck plate, 59 truck. This is the one, and we've done these before, that have this bright yellow back with the blue letters. It's great coloring. Like I said, this one's got some bends in it a little bit, but the color is still great. Been inside, obviously, for years. The back of it still has most of the paint on it. Like I said, it is bent a little bit, but it is a truck plate. It is a 59 truck. It's a standard size plate, like the 12x6. Yeah, just a hair under 12 by just a hair under 6. So it's a standard size license plate, PL County, truck plate. There's kind of an orangish yellow with blue lettering on this 59 truck plate. So I know we've done some 59 plates before. I don't know that we've done a truck, but I know we've done them in this color. Mark started us off at 10, and I've got Alec at 10, just a split second after that. But I've got Mark at 10 to start off with. This is a full rectangle. The state of Kansas is stamped in here and not cut out like it is in some of them. Mark at 10 is who I've got, because I got Alec at 10 just a hair after that. Let's get this thing on the timer and keep boogieing. Highlander at 15. And it is a 3-digit plate. The T is for truck and 964. I got Alec at 15 now, but I already had Highlander at 15. That's right, Leo. If it could talk, it would have some stories, that's for sure. I just noticed something about this. I couldn't see it from the front. When I was looking at the back, I seen daylight. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. There's daylight right here. This 4 was almost overstamped. They cut it when they stamped it. I can see that from the front, but I can see the light coming through the back that almost overstamped that. Alec at 20 on Facebook. 1 minute has passed. That's kind of neat almost that they overstamped that 4 and almost punched it out. Alec at 20. As we hit that minute 20 mark, Alec at 20. And a minute 30 is now passed. $20 seconds left to go. Michael at 28 on Facebook. And that got it. Michael snuck that one in there just right. Michael at 28 on Facebook. That's true, Mike. You might not want to hear some of the stories that they have to tell. Now, the next piece I'm going to sell is related to that. It came out of the same box, so it probably came with that plate. The reason I didn't do them as a pair is because I know I've sold a few 59 plates, and some of you guys may already have a 59 plate, because this goes with the 59 plate, but it's a little different. It's the farm version. This is also yellow, blue lettering. Like I said, it was in the same box, so I assume it goes with that plate. The reason I didn't do them as a pair, like I said, is I know some of you guys do already have a 59 plate. So this went with a normal plate, like a tag topper for a farm vehicle. This one actually does have a little bit of rust damage. This corner is actually rusted off of this one. The back's still okay. Most of the paint's still there. Highlander starting us off at 10. This is 9 3/4 long. X-ray at 12. It is different. And 2 3/4. So 9 3/4 and 2 3/4. Bill at 13. So better be watching this one, Michael. It probably goes with that tag. So, like I said, I knew I've sold some 59 tags on here before, so I thought I would do this separately and give everybody a shot. Bill Alderman at 13. Jason at 20. It would depend on where it would mount. I think it probably could mount on the top or the bottom, depending on where the actual tag mount was on that truck. Highlander at 22. X-ray at 23. We are ticking along. We are live on the timer. The bushes are shaking. Yep. Highlander at 25. Jason at 25. Yep. Probably somebody's going to bring more in the plate. We're coming up on the 1 minute mark. Maybe Norma isn't with us tonight. 1 minute has now passed. Man, these lemon drops are good. I'm glad I found them. And we've hit that minute 20 mark. Since we got close to that minute mark, everything just kind of calmed down. I don't know what's going to happen here. A minute 30's passed. We've hit that minute 30 mark. $20 seconds left to go. 10. Michael at 28 again. And gets it. Wow. Michael's got it down. Holy cow. Keeps them together. Going to Michael as a set. Boom, like 157, 158, exactly when he hit the other one. So I think those are Michael's first wins, and he's he got that thing down pat. Holy cow. All right. We haven't done any emblems yet. We need to do some emblems. Yep, those were Michael's first wins. So sweet. And he hit her just right. And it's a cool pair. It really is a cool pair. So when you kind of go, I think it was kind of dependent on the tag mount, whether it went, above or below, but. So, yeah, just throw your address on with those, and I'll get your shirt in there and get all that going to you this week, Michael. Just put your address on the next payment, and we'll be good to go. But we haven't done any emblems yet tonight. Let's get a few emblems knocked out. How about a little Mopar badge bundle? We got some Mopar fans on here. Going back to the 50s. Going back to a lemon drop, what I'm doing. Starting off with a button. I think this was out of a horn button, but I don't have the whole horn button. I just have the insert. On this little Plymouth horn button insert, it's got the little ship on it. It is stainless steel. This would have been painted in here. Obviously, the paint is gone. Two 3/8 in diameter. Stainless steel. Stamped in that you can see on the back where it's stamped in. Had these little tabs that mounted it. On the little Plymouth button. The next piece, this is a cute little Plymouth emblem. It's actually a glove box door emblem. Kind of a cool little block print Plymouth. This is pot metal, chrome plated. It's not pitted up or anything. Kind of a neat little piece. It is flat mount with studs. It is 7 1/4. 7 1/4 inches long on this little Plymouth. And the final one, 3 badges in this bundle, 3 Plymouth badges. This is also early 50s. Cambridge. Chrome looks great on this thing. It is pot metal as well, but the studs are broken on this one. It's flat mount. Studs just got little nubs there, but basically no studs left. But the chrome looks great on this thing. It's not pitted up. It's not scraped. Put some double-sided tape on it. Stick it on your side of your fridge or your toolbox or whatever. Cool looking piece. It is 9 inches by 1 inch. 1 inch tall with the letters, 9 inches long on the Cambridge. So, all 3 Plymouth pieces, one-shot deal on the Plymouth badge bundle. So, what's everybody think about this one? Bill at 10 starting us off. Get some notes made. Jason at 15. Let's get this thing rolling. And here we go. Jason at 15. Have a rat rod cover built with all kinds of badges. Yep. So all Plymouth pieces, all early 50s era. Vic said 10 on Facebook, but I've already got Jason at 15. So that must have been a delayed comment that didn't pop up right away. The Cambridge was also a Plymouth. This was off of like a 51 or 52. Jason at 15 is my high bidder as we hit the 1 minute mark. Snipers are there zeroing their scopes, yeah. A minute 20 has passed. Jason at 15. Minute 30 has passed. Vic at 18. $15 seconds left to go. Vic at 18. 10 seconds left. Jason at 20. And that does it. Jason at 20. Kenny at 22, just a hair too late. Mark at 21, just a hair too late. So hit that one just right. Tape these back together so I keep it all in one bundle and know what we got. Who wants to do another toy? Same thing, cool piece, but missing the rear wheels. But I've got some other ones of these, so I'm going to go ahead and sell this one. And if you guys remember, we've done some cast iron stuff on Toy Tuesdays. And that's another one of these. That's what this is, another piece of cast iron. I'm pretty sure this is early because I've got some of these in my own collection. They look identical to this. So the cast iron, it's hard to tell. They've reproduced, a lot of it over the years. But other than the rear axle and wheels, this thing is pretty good. It's not broken, which is common with cast iron toys because they do get dropped. They do get broke. This is a neat old truck because it's a C-Cab Mac in cast iron, just missing the rear wheels. The fronts are here. Check out that big old slope nose. But I'm sure this was modeled after the C-Cab Mac from the teens. Stake bed on it. Yeah, it did. The lemon drops are helping. There's no doubt about it. So we'll at least get through the auction tonight. I don't think we're going to get the magazine in, but we'll get some auction stuff done at least. But this little C-Cab Mac, this is, like I said, this is cast iron. The bed's all intact. The roof isn't broke. It's just missing that rear axle and wheels. Even has and actually, if you look here real close, these would have been chain drive. So there's your chain drive on both sides of this. So they even resemble the chain drive system on the Mack trucks of this era of what they would have had. I really like these, but I've already got them. So X-Ray starting us off at 13. It's 4 3/4 long and about 2.5 high with the wheel. So it's about 4 3/4 long to give you an idea. You can see the detail in this thing. And when this was made, about all this detail that was cast into this. But super cool old cast iron C-Cab chain drive Mac. X-Ray at 13. Let's get her on the timer and get rolling. So, yeah, it's neat. I really like these little trucks. Like I said, I've already got them. This one, I believe, was originally blue. Yeah, I think it was blue. I don't think it was green. But if you get wheels for it and paint this thing, it'd make a killer little piece. So, X-Ray at 13. Alex at 18. X-Ray at 20. As we hit the 1 minute mark. Yeah, yeah, that's true, Brian. I'm just, this is a Band-Aid. It is helping though. So we all hope you're feeling better too. As we hit the 120 mark. Probably me chomping on my lemon drops is what you're hearing. A minute 30. A minute 30 has passed. X-Ray at 20. 20 seconds. X-Ray at 20. 10. And that does it. X-Ray at 20. That's a neat little truck. They really are. Like I said, I love them. If I didn't already have a couple of them, I would not sell that. We haven't done any cans since we started off with. Let's do another can. Once again, a great can, just a little rough around the edges. So, but there again, a good starter can. What's important about this can is it has the dyno on it. Yep, it's a Sinclair Pennsylvania motor oil. This is the small dyno, not the one with the big dyno on it. But if it's Sinclair, it's got to have the dyno, and this does still have the dyno. It is a metal can. It does have a little surface rust here and some fading. Same thing over here. But we've got what we can see here. The Sinclair Pennsylvania motor oil with the dyno. This was punched on the top with the spout and drained. We can still see the original steel seam over here. Well, if I don't have one of those in my mouth, I can tell it. I can tell almost immediately. So, this is a 1 quart Sinclair with the dyno on it in red and white. So, like I said, some cheaper cans tonight, but some cool cans. So, see what anybody thinks of this. Is there any interest in this Sinclair's can to go with, maybe Pete's starting us off at 5. Okay. Bill at 8. Sounds good. Let's roll with it. Like I said, it is metal. It is original. At least the fading is over here on the side, not what we're going to look at. So, Bill Disc at 8. We are live on the timer. We're ticking down on this thing. I'll grab a few more things here to get ready with, and we'll keep moving. Jason's getting thirsty. Good point, Jason. As we hit the 1 minute mark, Bill Disc at 8. Anything in a steel can is getting tough to find. Like I said, what we want to see is still here. That's the important part. Minute 20 has passed. And we've hit the minute 30 mark. Bill Disc at 8. $20 seconds left. Yeah, that's right. The old spout punch, that's for sure. Frank at 15. 10 seconds left to go. Yeah, it kind of reminds you of the old days, even though it's punched when they stuck the big spout in it. Frank at 15. We're just about done on this one. And that'll do it. Frank at 15. I don't remember if you won anything before, Frank. I don't remember if you've won anything recently or not. Auburn badge. We haven't done any caps yet tonight. I got a cap here. The back of this cap is shot. It's all rusty, so it can't be used. So the back of this cap is rusted out. Just want everybody to know it's not a usable cap. It is just a decorator cap, but it's a great decorator cap because of the design and the lettering and everything on it. It's super cool on this little Pontiac dog dish. I believe this is 57. This has just about a great look to it. It's got this pattern around here with the black inserts. It's got the Pontiac letters raised and chromed against the white background. Chris at 10. This little Pontiac cap, like I said, I believe it's a 57. Bill at 15. It is 10 inches in diameter, like a lot of these caps are. Just has kind of a cool look to it. You can tell it's old. You can tell it's got some age to it. but it still displays great. So it's a neat looking piece. Just, it's like I said, it can't be used because the back's rusted out. Let's get it live on the timer. Bill Alderman at 15 on the little Pontiac cap. Even a lot of thought and design put, even the dog dish being the basic caps, still had a lot of thought, design, and style into them. Big block 402. That's right. Put a light around it, hanging on the wall. Roulette wheel. That's a good point, Pete. Big block 402 at 18. As we hit the 1 minute mark. And 120 has passed. And as we hit 130, big block 402 at 18 on the little Pontiac cap. Bill Alderman at 19. $15 seconds left to go. Bill at 19. Big block 402 at 20 as we're just about ready to wrap this up. And that does it. Big block 402 at 20. Bill came back at 21, just a couple seconds too late. If I'm not mistaken, that's the first time you've won as well. Let's catch another license plate. Yeah, it is. Okay, perfect. Congratulations. This one's bent a little bit as well, but it looks great. And this is kind of a unique one. And we've done this year before as well. But what's different about this, actually, there's a couple things different about this. It's been bent and straightened. That's obvious. But there's some cool features to this piece. This is the 1949 Kansas plate. Now, if you'll remember back when we've done these in the past, this plate was not painted. It was raw aluminum. We can look at the back of this, and it was all raw aluminum. Same thing on the front with just black letters. You can see this one had a couple of bends in it. But this thing is all original, and it really looks great. Other than those bends, which I think some of that could be worked back out of it. It is aluminum. But the paint on this looks really good. A lot of times the paint didn't stick on these that well. They kind of flaked off. This has very vibrant black on these. The other interesting thing I saw about this 49 plate is the 7 is very narrow. See the paint on the 7 is real narrow compared to the other numbers. I don't know why that is. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it was done that way. But actually the whole 7 stamping looks different. You can see how it almost doesn't look like a full stamping compared to these numbers. It's kind of angled there where these were more crisp. So I'm wondering if the die on the 7 was misplaced, worn out. And if you look at the back of this and you look at the 3, you can see it's very crisp. And you look at the 7, it's got a big angle to it. So I wonder if that die was out of whack when they stamped this plate. Who knows? So that's right. That's another good point. I hadn't seen that, John. The S in state is bigger. And look how tiny these letters are. So I don't know if this thing was like an error plate or what happened. Still bent a little bit from the damage. But yeah, The letters are different. The 7 wasn't stamped right. Raw aluminum, and the black letter, the black paint still looks good. Or the prisoner was hung over. That's a good point, Mark. So the 1949 Kansas plate is the next piece that's going to go. And let's get it on the timer and get rolling on this one. Alex is at 20. I guess all the first letters are larger. That's true. But that A is not as prominent as that A either, so who knows? So Alex at 20. As we're coming up on the 1 minute mark, John at 21. As we hit 1 minute. Alex at 30. And we've hit 120. Alex at 30, coming up on the minute 30 mark. Minute 30 has now passed. And we've got 20 seconds left to go. Alex at 30. Ten seconds. Mark at 32. Alex at 40, and that does it. Woo! Alex got that in at 159. That was a heck of a shot. Alex at 40 came in at 159 on the timer. Yep, I figured that. I thought about that after I saw you bidding on it, Alex. I didn't think about it until after I saw you bidding, but as soon as you threw that first bid out, then it clicked. How about we do a little enamel badge? I haven't done one of those in a little while. How about a super cool badge? Chipped up a little bit, though, for the Overland Whippet 6. This thing's great. Great color, deep blue. This thing's neat. It is about 1 7/8 inches long. It's 1927, 1928 era. It's about 1 3/8 inches tall with these scrolls. This appears like it was a scroll with like a banner that said Overland Whippet 6. That's right, whip it good. And this is kind of the ends of the scroll rolled up here. Chipped right here in the middle. It's 27/28. It is flat. It is stud mount. The stud is bent slightly. The Willys Overland Company, Toledo, Ohio, USA. The Overland Whippet 6 trademark. So there it is. The Overland Whippet 6 badge. It's got some chipping in it. Alex at 30. Alex was kicking us off at 30. The blue is brilliant. A lot of the white is still there, except mainly on the I and the one P and half the other P. And it is also chipped up here. But still a good-looking piece. Alex at 30 is starting us off. Let's get it live on the timer. We are boogieing. And here we go. These things are getting tough to find. I'm just selling off a few extras that I've got here and there. So Alex at 30 on this 1927-1928 Overland Whippet badge, almost 100 years old. I guess it deserves a few battle scars after 100 years. Coming up on the 1 minute mark. And there it is. 1 minute has passed. Alex at 30. Nobody else jumping in on this thing. A minute 20 has passed. And we've hit a minute 30. We've hit the minute 30 mark. There ain't many of them left out there, I'm sure, John. $20 seconds left. Pete at 51. 10 seconds. Pete at 51. And that does it. Pete slid that one in there right towards the end. 51 to Pete. What else we want to do here? How about another cap? Well, we've done one cap tonight. We better squeeze another one in. And this is early, sweaty, cool. That's what we want. Great wall hanger. This is about a 1937, 1938, I believe, Ford V8 cap. I think these things look so great with the big V8 on them. Center stainless against a painted background. This came off that farm auction from a few months ago. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, Mark. We'll get a couple more things knocked out and then probably wrap it up. Because as soon as I run out of one of those lemon drops, I can tell it's going downhill. So, yeah, we'll probably knock out 2 or 3 more things and then call it good and wrap it up. But I've got some of these. This came from that farm auction from a few weeks. Big Job at 5. Back in November, I put some videos up on it. I bought like 5 trucks over there. I found this there on a pallet of parts. I bought John at 10. This appears to be the original black paint around here. It's got some surface rust on the back, but it's not rusted out that I can find anywhere. But appears to be the original paint. The original paint that's left in here. Of course, the ring would have been stainless, and the V8 with the stainless would have been left on that. Yeah, I don't have any peppermints, so mark at 15. Let me give you some dimensions on this thing, and then we'll get it on the timer. This is 12 3/4 outside to outside. John at 20, 12 3/4 outside to outside. Let's get this thing live on the timer. With John at 20. I think this just has like the perfect sweaty look to it. Not too bad, not too good. Dennis at 22. Yeah, don't have any honey here. John at 25. We just passed the 1 minute mark as I'm digging stuff out of here. And we've hit the minute 20 mark. John at 25. Rosary Lady digs it too. Yeah, it's a cool looking deal. Minute 30 has passed. John at 25. 20 seconds left. Ten. Mark at 28. Big job at 39, and that does it. Big job at 39 took care of everybody else. Brian Dispatch tried at 40, but it was a little bit too late. There again, big job at 39 was boom, right there, right in there, right in that last second or two. Hit it just right. That one got kind of interesting. That's what makes them fun, though. All right, while I was digging there, getting stuff ready to go, I pulled out 3 more things. We'll knock out 3 more things. I got 1 more badge bundle, 1 more plate, 1 more cap. So, Brian was trying to buy a Ford big job. All right, let's catch a badge bundle, 1 more cap, 1 more plate. Where did I tape these things together at? Here we go. Chevy badge bundle up next. 4 pieces in this Chevy badge bundle. This is a Chevy car. We're going to throw a blue bow tie in just for the heck of it. I like throwing these in occasionally, just a good piece to throw in. They're flat, plastic, stick some double-sided tape on them, stick them anywhere. John was trying to buy it for him, yeah. 4.5 on this one. Big job 10 on Chevy badges. 68, the little front side marker lights. This is for a 307. This actually was a side marker light. You could actually put a little bulb in it and light it up. This was the same for most 68 Chevys. Just they changed the engine size here. This off a basic 307 car with a cool little light. You could actually put a little bulb in there and turn it on and light it up. It is flat, other than the light. The bezel is pot metal. It's not broken or chipped, and the chrome is nice and it's not pitted up. The next piece, a Nova badge. Late 60s up into the 70s on the Nova badge. This is also a pot metal emblem. Flat, stud mount, chrome plated pot metal. Chrome still looks pretty good. Good feet. Not pitted up. Good chrome. 4 7/8 long. That's right, Tweety. That would be a cool night light. Just under 5 inches on the Nova. Good studs on the Nova one. And 1 more. The Impala horse. Man, that thing is bright. Holy cow. It's got a few pits in it. Studs are there. This is pretty much a flat mount. Bill Alderman started us off at 15 on the set. The ring on this one is 3 1/4. 3 1/4 in diameter, obviously a little longer with the rear hoof, but 3 1/4 on the ring. So, Bill Alderman at 15. You're getting all 4 pieces, 1-shot deal on the Chevy badge bundle. Let's get it on the timer. I've got Bill Alderman at 15. All right. Got it all jotted down. Bill Alderman at 15 on the set. All 4 pieces, 1 money, shipped to your door. As we're ticking along, coming up towards that 1 minute mark, not quite there, but and there we go. We've hit the 1 minute mark. We are ticking down on the back side of this. Bill Alderman at 15 on the whole bundle. That's right. Very quiet. Either nobody wants them or Bill may get blown out of the water here in a few seconds. Who knows? Minute 20 has passed. And we've hit a minute 30. $20 seconds left. Mark at 20. Alec at 30 on Facebook. 10 seconds left. Alec at 30. And Alec got it. Michael came in at 28. Must have put that in at the same time. But Alec at 30 is who we had at the 2 minute mark. Cement Surfer came in over here. Michael came back at 33, just a little bit too late on that one. Like I said, we got a couple more pieces, and then we're probably going to start wrapping things up because I know I can tell as soon as I run out of one of those lemon drops, my throat is going and going fast. So. All right, one more cap, one more license plate. This is a cool cap. I like this one. I think you guys are going to like it too. Beautiful condition. Oh, sunglasses. Sunglasses for this one. 10 inches in diameter. And there we go. Kevin's got them out. Let me give you an Auburn badge to get ready. This thing is bright. It's cool. It's different. And it's nice. Check this thing out. Oh, yeah. This is a good looking cap. Few dings, few scratches, but no serious damage at all. Kind of a pattern. The center is actually sunk in. And then it's got this, pattern around here. Appreciate that, guys. And the K. So, who knows what this is for? Yep, I'm still trying to hang out. That's true, Alex. It's a cap or a mirror. Not sure. That's right, Bill. This is a Kaiser. Jason got it. Yep. It is a Kaiser. Good looking cap. The back of this thing is even pretty clean. Like I said, it's pretty much a mirror. There again, you can see the Roadrunner jacket. You can see the 62 Pontiac dealership showroom painting. See the little Saucony sign over there? It's that good. So there it is, the little Kaiser cap. Not sure on the year, but great condition, super cool. Definitely something you don't see on a regular basis on this particular cap. I think it's late 40s, early 50s. Not sure exactly what year. I got a bunch of bids. Mark at 25 is the high bidder at this point. Let's go ahead and get it on the timer. Mark at 25 on the little Kaiser cap. You can see a few dings in it, a few scuffs and scratches, but they're minimal. Considering this thing is 70 years old roughly. It's pretty nice shape. Market 25 is my high bidder. We are live on the timer. We're going to do one more piece after this and then start winding things up. Bill Alderman at 26. Table 22. Bill Alderman at 26 is my high bidder. That's right. It is work for a mirror. Mark at 30. 1 minute has passed. We've just hit the 1 minute mark. Mark at 30. And 120 has now passed. Mark at 30. Gray Kitty's over there sleeping on her bed. I don't know if we can get her in the shot or not. Can't get high enough to do it. Mark at 30. 20 seconds left. That's right. If we shine that good at 70, then we accomplished something. That's for sure. 10 seconds left. Mark at 30. Jason at 31. And that'll do it. Jason at 31. Big job at 35. Mark at 35. All a little bit too late. Okay, one more piece, and then we're going to start wrapping things up. Because if I don't, I got a feeling I'm going to know it tomorrow. Auburn badge. We're going to do one more plate, and this thing's amazing. I bought about 6 boxes of plates, so I got a bunch of cool stuff. But this plate here is amazing. It was actually in an envelope. I took it out of the envelope, but I'm not going to sell it with the envelope. And there's a reason for that. This is a 1964 Kansas truck plate. It is used. But if it was not for a couple little scratches around the screw holes, I can tell you this thing was brand new and you would believe it. Because this thing is absolutely amazing. Look at this. If this is not stunning, I don't know what is. We can see a couple little scratches around the screw hole, so it was mounted. Look at the back of it. I did not polish this. I did not wax it. I did not hit it with rubbing compound. I washed it with soap and water and a sponge. A sponge and soap and water is the only thing that I touched this with. It was in an original tag envelope. Now, the reason I'm not selling it with big block at 402 at 10, the reason I'm not selling it with the tag envelope, this is a 64 plate. And I'm going to let you in a little secret so you'll know what's coming up. This tag was in an envelope for the 1965 tag. So I started digging through the box, and the 65 tag was in there in the 66 envelope. So I kept the envelope this was in so I can put it back with the 65 plate. So this was put on, probably on a farm truck since it's got the farm sticker. Probably on a farm truck that was parked in the machine shed the whole year, other than for a week or two at harvest. In 65, when they got the new tag, they took this off, put it in the envelope, and put it on the shelf until today. So this was probably put in storage in 1965 in the envelope that the 65 plate came in. And that's where it's been until today. So this thing's pretty amazing. 3-digit, 360, low number plate in absolutely amazing condition. This is a standard size plate, basically the 12x6. If you look close, you can still see the dirt in the paint is still not even like worn down on this from when it was painted. It's beautiful, to say the least. So there she is. 1964 Kansas truck. Big block 402 at 10 is starting us off. If it would talk, we'd listen, that's for sure. We are live on the timer. Big block 402 started us off at $10. I would imagine that some of you guys probably like this for a little bit more than $10, but we'll find out. X-ray at 13. Leo just already says there's going to be snipers on this one. They ain't even messing around. Yeah, it's not been buffed. It has not been waxed. No rubbing compound, no wax, no nothing. This is completely original in this condition. If I don't drop it and tear it up. Big block 402 at 15. And we've hit the 1 minute mark. Highlander at 16. And 120 has passed. Highlander at 16. A minute 30. We've hit the minute 30 mark. Mark at 30. 20 seconds left. Alec at 25 over here, but I've already got Mark at 30. 10 seconds left. We're coming out of the wire. Tweely D at 35. Kenny at 50, and that does it. Mark at 37, a little bit late. Kenny at 50. That was all kind of boom, boom, boom right in there. Michael at 33 over here. Mark at 37. Kenny at 50. Michael's back at 36. Holy cow. Kenny at 50 was where we were at. Wow. At the 2 minute mark. I got a little, but it's a great piece. So, yeah, that was a great shot. It's a beautiful piece. I got a bunch more plates at an auction this week. So, and there's some cool stuff in there. That's part of the reason why I wanted to get some of the auctions in tonight. And like I said, there's not a lot of duplicates in these plates, but there's a lot of great condition stuff. So that's what's cool about it. So we'll just call it a little bit early tonight on the auctions anyway. Because like I said, I got a feeling I may be paying for this tomorrow. I don't know. But I appreciate you guys hanging out and having fun. It was a good auction tonight, even though we're going to cut her a little bit short. But that happens. Not a big deal. Some Hudson badge. And like I said, I don't think I want to fight the magazine tonight. However, it is such a great magazine. We're definitely going to try to finish it next week. The 25th anniversary of Motor Trend that we started a few weeks ago. We need to catch the back half of this if my throat will start cooperating. So I've still got this one ready to go. Plus, I got 15 more magazines at the auction on Thursday. So, plus we got the viewer box magazines. We got a lot of great magazines to check out. So, that's true, Brian. I don't do much sugar now. But anyway, with that, I mean, we're coming up on 2 hours anyway. That's probably about all I'm going to try to push it tonight. Because like I said, I got a feeling I may be paying for this tomorrow. But appreciate it, Mark. Thanks. Thanks for sticking it out with me tonight, guys, even though I know I'm sure I sound terrible on there, but I didn't want to skip tonight. I wanted to try to get on and do something. Remember, we've got the stickers available as well. Anybody that wants any of the stickers, 2, 3, and 4 for the big ones. If you want to add them to auction purchases, whatever you want to do, they are here. They will start shipping immediately. Appreciate you guys sticking it out tonight and hanging out. What else is coming up? I will have the auction video this week. We have a viewer box for Toy Tuesday, so we're not even going to get into the auction stuff yet Toy Tuesday because we've got a viewer box to do on Toy Tuesday. But we will have the auction stuff coming up soon. I got the One More Pioneer Village video I need to get up. I got a lot of inventory I haven't shared with you guys yet at all. So lots of stuff coming up on there as well. I apologize for tonight, guys, and last week. I'm doing what I can. I've seen a couple of comments about Vicks Vapor Rub, but I'm not congested. It's all just right here. I don't have congestion. I don't have a fever. It's all just a cough and throat issue. So, yeah, I've been hitting the lemon. I don't know how many lemon drops I've had since I got into those, but a long time. But, yeah, but I think I will go back and try to get some rest tonight. The thing about it is it takes me a while to come down. Anyway, not counting the fact that I had 10 lemon drops in the last 30 minutes. It takes a while to come down off of this anyway to get relaxed. So, Joe unloaded his 229 Model A cars and fast forward. There you go. Salt water, that's not a bad idea. So I'm going to try to get some of that done, try to get some rest tonight. Tony been dealing with the same thing. Yep, so you know where I'm at. So, yeah, Roger, I still should be on YouTube. Shouldn't be a problem. So that's all coming up this week. We're going to go ahead and wind things down. I appreciate you guys being here, bearing with me tonight, still having participated and having a good time in the auction. I appreciate that. Take two aspirin, call you in the morning. I need to do that because my neck is sore from coughing. Actually, I coughed so much at the auction Thursday that my rib cage felt like I'd been used for a punching bag. I'd been coughing so much on Thursday. So, fortunately, it didn't get that bad tonight. I did have a couple of bad coughing fits today, so hopefully we didn't have any of that tonight. Vic's been dealing with it too, so it's definitely going around. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Like I said, we will see you Tuesday night, 7 o'clock for some Toy Tuesday. We'll bust open that viewer box. Next Sunday night, we're going to give away these awesome pieces of Randy work. If you're not in the raffle, be in the raffle. Be in there for next Sunday night. Sounds great, number one. And we're going to go ahead and call it tonight. Thanks for being here tonight, everybody. I appreciate you still spending a good chunk of your Sunday evening with me, participating, having fun, having a great time. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you Tuesday night at 7. If not, we will definitely hope to see you back here next Sunday night, 7 o'clock, Sunday Night Live chat, same bat channel, same bat time. Have a great week, everybody. I hope I get to feeling better. I hope all of you are doing well. And we'll see you Tuesday. If nothing else, we'll see you Sunday. Thanks for watching tonight, everybody.